Hazmat Solutions is proud to introduce the 2016 Emergency Response Guidebook. This video highlights what's new and provides a short introduction on how to use the ERG. First responders use the guidebook during the initial phase of a hazardous materials incident. As always, resist the urge to rush into the scene and always stay upwind, uphill, and if possible, upstream from the release. Do you have limited information? Can you only see just a placard or ID number, or just barely make out the shape of the truck? Following the newly added flowchart will help get information from the correct guidebook page. The new table of contents provides a page number for each section in the guidebook. The book starts with a description of how to read a shipping document on the inside cover and ends with a list of emergency response numbers on page 396. The table of markings, labels, and placards includes several new graphics. Standing out more, the numbers for the guide pages are now shown as white numbers in a black circle. The railcar and road trailer identification charts have new containers and details such as special features, types of fittings, and most importantly, container pressure. Use the new globally harmonized system of classification and labeling of chemicals section to quickly identify the hazards associated with the transportation of a material. Recently, the U.S. Department of Transportation adopted portions of the GHS to provide universal warning information for labeling packaging. These symbols, or pictograms, convey specific physical, health, and environmental hazard information, and black symbols on a white background with a red frame. The green bordered tables list chemicals that have a toxic or poison inhalation hazard, such as chlorine or anhydrous ammonia. In the 2016 ERG, you will find more isolation distances in the green bordered Table 1, and Table 3 has added information from new reactivity research for 6 gases which are toxic by inhalation. First responders dealing with hazardous material transportation emergencies need quick, correct information. Personnel responding to the scene need to know what materials they are dealing with and what actions need to be taken to help protect themselves and the public in their communities. Having accurate information during the first crucial minutes is necessary to determine reliable recommendations. This information often determines how quickly the incident is resolved. So how do we use the 2016 ERG? Following the new flowchart, we start with our first piece of information. Then we continually revise our decisions as new information becomes available. As the first responders arrive on the scene, they should get as much information as they can from a distance. Do you only know the UN number? If so, then start with the yellow bordered pages. This section lists hazardous material by their UN or ID number with the goal of gathering isolation distances and response recommendations from the orange guidebook pages. If you can read the name of the hazardous material on the container, use the blue bordered pages to locate the chemical information. In this case, the leaking drum of sodium hydroxide has a guide number of 154. If a placard or label is the only information available, flip to pages 8 and 9 to find the corresponding guide number. If limited to identifying only the shape and size of the transport, refer to pages 10 through 13, match the outline of the rail tank car or road trailer to find the matching guide number. Be aware, if a P is next to a guide number, the material may suffer a violent polymerization. Monomers such as styrene or vinyl acetate can breach their container if heated or if not inhibited from polymerizing. If the material's name is highlighted in green and on fire, use the appropriate orange guide for evacuation distances. Then protect in downwind direction according to Table 1 for residual material release. If the material's name is highlighted in green and not on fire, use the isolation and protective action distances from Table 1 and consult the orange bordered guide to find more safety and response information. If the product includes the reference, when spilled in water, read Table 2 for a list of generated gases, and do not use water or foam as an extinguishing agent. Finally, on the page following the flowchart, don't forget to add contact numbers. Take a minute and list all the cleanup contractors, hazmat teams, rail companies, and any local, state, or federal resources you may need during the time of a hazmat incident as well. Understanding all safety precautions listed in this book will help you assess the situation and get additional help. By getting familiar with the 2016 ERG, you can quickly identify specific hazards of a material and protect yourself and the general public during the initial response of an incident. For a more comprehensive overview of the ERG, click on the instructor PowerPoint and play our game online at our website, www.hazmatsolutions.net. And also, if we can assist in hazmat and confined space rescue training with industries in your area, feel free to pass our information along, and please stay safe. Thank you.